Project Nerd fans, welcome to another episode of I'm Not Famous. I'm your host, Iggy, and guess what? I'm not famous. Joined with me, as always, is Kerry, who's also not famous.
The tip of the hat to you, sir.
In the same shirt he always wears. No,
it's always purple.
It's always purple. But we are joined by the most famous of famous with our episode today, the wonderful Mia.
Hi, I'm not really famous, though.
After today, you will be.
But why
Oh,
we're
my
here,
goodness.
why we're here today is we're at the Tallgrass Film Festival.
Whoop, whoop.
And we're talking with filmmakers about their films. And so Kerry
Vinay.
Sorry, it was French. I
Yes.
didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yes.
He made... It will tell us a little bit about your film. It's from a strong perspective of where you really captured a young girl's place in this world, I guess would be a way to put it.
I mean, it's the emotional reaction every time I think about...
Mia's like so serious. Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to take on the perspective of what it would be like as an adolescent female. And
This is so inspiring. No, please continue.
listen,
I've always wanted to get that perspective, though, from a white male in his 30s.
I mean, who else would you get it from?
right?
Who else
So
would you
much
get it
to be
from?
gained.
It really spoke to me. I fight back the I said I was going to do it. I said I wasn't going to do it.
You can cry on I'm Not Famous. You can cry on I'm Not Famous. It's,
what a fun day. Day one.
Day one. So we've
Day
only...
one.
So how many interviews have you guys done? Because I disappeared for a while for a movie.
I did the first two for sure. Then I think you did Thomas and you did the company you keep. I did 10 to 12.
10 to 12?
10 to 12.
We did 12 interviews today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although Jeff just does get a lot of extra video files. By the way, our wonderful producer / fluffer off scene there.
Yes.
Dude,
Hey, Jeff.
freaking sneaky Jesus.
Sneaky Jesus.
Came for us again.
So we have to explain it because if
No, we
somebody's...
don't.
Of course.
No, if somebody Google searches Sneaky Jesus...
No. They're going to come across so many times.
I want... Does Kim know the story anyways? Because I want Kim to get the story from this.
Yes.
I don't know who you're talking about, sir.
Oh, dear God.
We're keeping your personal life personal?
Yes.
For when we get famous in Europe, because that's the next step, right?
Oh, for sure.
Or no, Japan, I'm sorry. It was famous in
Is
Japan.
it Japan? Oh, yay.
Because it was when
That
we
makes
sat
me
down
happy.
with Dan for one of the previous episodes you will have seen.
Yes.
We discussed, it's currently I'm Not Famous, but it eventually be a little known or something like
Yeah.
that, and then famous but in Japan.
Correct.
And then, so it was the steps of evolving the seasons of the show. So it...
It's gonna be like you're gonna be that famous. Like, oh, you're that person. You're like, of course, because you obviously watch Project Nerds podcast. Like, it's obviously why you know.
You
me.
say that. It's
Yeah.
funny, but one of my favorite things really is because, it's something we all work on and we create and we all take a part of this and push it out there. So we want people to be entertained by what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So when we're out and people recognize the logo or know who we are is great. Even better is when you're just out in the world and you see a Project Nerd shirt walk by and you're like you don't even know what to do. Like,
But
it's
why
pretty
would
awesome.
you have the shirt when you can have the amazing hat?
Okay, but
I
the
mean,
hat
come
is
on.
Order
definitely
now.
dope.
Order now. Only $79.99 because it is Louis Vuitton.
Listen, they're all custom made.
They are actually
All
custom
custom
made.
made.
Though. They are custom made. But
Wait, what is the actual price? Don't just say
we will tell you off air because
Yeah.
if we give them too low of a price, if somebody wants to buy it, we need to jack that price up.
Oh.
So I can't give you the real price.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, is there
Wow, guys.
a price too high for
For a hat like this? No.
fashion?
No.
For fashion.
This is the fall 2018 collection.
They're the ones who are talking about fashion while I'm sitting here with a lady bow. So I don't know if you guys really
Listen,
want to take
first of all, it's
their
an ascot.
advice.
It's an ascot. It's not a lady bow.
Watch your language on this episode, sir. Watch your language.
I try to keep it PG. I have
I'm
not
sorry,
cussed
I
in
need
any
to- I need to
interview.
hear you a little better. I didn't hear
was
you
very
before.
nice all interviews. But Mia, going back, we'll get on track.
Oh, you're-
Tallgrass
Yes, of
Film
course.
Festival day
What is this
one.
on track thing you're
This-
talking about?
Because there's alcohol, as you will find
Oh,
out.
so you're
in
trying to
every
wrap us up
episode.
so you can get to the bar?
I do not have a drink in my hand, and it's very frustrating.
Oh no.
Why did you
But-
tell them that? I was
Poor
going to say,
thing.
what in this episode is not like the others? Although they would have figured it out immediately. They're like, Carrie's not drunk.
Exactly.
Carrie's not
Oh
drunk.
no.
Yes, that does happen.
And we're not talking about sniffing butts.
Listen. Sneaky Jesus. Snuck in.
Are
So
we
we're-
going to explain Sneaky
No.
Jesus? or
Carrie
what?
doesn't want to tell. I wanted to explain it, and this is how Kim learns about your Sneaky Jesus experience.
I feel like there needs to be a little mystique.
I do like, though, the fact that we've been, like, this 5 minutes of Sneaky Jesus, people
Yeah.
are like, what the hell are they talking about?
Exactly.
Like, I need to know.
I mean, I feel like there's going to be a lot of Google searches, so it's definitely going to be trending.
We're that
I'm
big.
about that.
We're that
I'm
big
about
that we're
that.
going to put on trending. We're going to log on to Twitter the
God.
day this episode airs.
Absolutely.
And you're going to see it in the trending on Twitter.
That sounds great.
I mean, I feel like that's what it should be. That's how you get out Sneaky Jesus.
That's every day Sneaky Jesus is trending on Twitter. You just don't see it because he's sneaky.
Oh, of course.
Sneaky Jesus.
So sneaky. The sneakiest.
No, but Tallgrass Day 1.
Yes.
Tallgrass Film Festival in here, lovely Wichita.
Yes.
With no sarcasm. I have to clarify. People think I'm sarcastic. Wichita has been amazing.
Well, it is.
You-
Go ahead.
No, go.
I was just going to say it is. We talked in the one interview I did, and we talked a little about it. It's you come here, you're like, we tell people we're going to Tallgrass Film Festival in Wichita, Kansas, and people are always like, in Wichita, Kansas? But you don't understand, like, this is a lot of filmmakers' favorite festival, and it's kind of sitting right here in October in the middle of the big festival season, because, you know, the fall is the big festival season.
Mm-hmm.
You get some good movies that premiered here. I mean, there's movies like Any Given Sunday, other ones that are that big that have premiered here.
Mm-hmm.
Pam Grier was here this weekend getting an award.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a little thing. It's a big festival, and it's not in California. It's not in New York. It is in Wichita, and it's all like in walking distance downtown, so it's really cool.
Let me check out this amazing building they put us in. This
I keep
is
putting
awesome.
I'm like, it's really cool. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta.
No, but Mia, this is your first time at a film festival?
This is my very first time at a film
What did you
festival.
think? You did most of the interviews today.
I did indeed.
You had some amazing, talented writers, directors,
I did.
producers.
Oh, for sure.
I think we learned a lot. What was your takeaway from the day?
That this is the place to be. Not so much that it's like I'm trying to find the right way to phrase it, but just that there's no other
Go ahead.
really
Go ahead.
that there's no other festival that's going to have the community and the bonds and
Yeah.
and the relationships that form quite like Tallgrass.
And you felt that after like just hours, right? Of just
Yeah,
being in
well,
here?
yeah, not even. And then on top of that, like a couple of the directors and producers that I spoke to were like, "Yeah, come have a drink with us," and I was like, "Sure."
It's those experiences. It
Yeah.
really is. And it's in years past, there's been times where we've walked in to watch a gala screening and they'd be like, oh, hey, the Project Nerd guys, why don't you just come up here on the balcony and sit with us? These film. And it's just it's the community part. But we talked about it. I was talking about the one volunteer that I do karaoke with every year. She's here every year. Ashley, who has been wonderful helping us get all these interviews and everything done this weekend.
She's great.
I met her, I think, 5 years ago when I first came here, and she's been a part of it every year. And these are volunteers, and if they
Right.
stick around that long,
Oh,
what is
yeah.
that telling you about the festival right
Well,
there?
they're bringing in amazing talent. You know, we saw some of it on display today. You actually were able to see one of the movies.
Ooh. Yeah, at this point, it's still pretty early for us
Yeah.
here. So between the three of us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's seen a movie yet.
Yes.
Correct.
Suck on that.
Yeah.
Might drop.
Listen,
No.
I would rather interview an amazing, talented, triple threat
Triple
writer,
threat.
director.
Was this an EGOT winner?
Star. Almost an EGOT. I haven't heard him sing yet. Maybe karaoke. Hopefully a duet.
Saturday.
But it
was
was great.
I mean,
yeah.
I really try to be unbiased. I think it shows in the interview how unbiased I am.
He was very not. He
I
was
was
very,
not.
very not.
Well, it's not like
I
it was
might
a
as well
political
have took my
topic.
shoes off. I got comfy and just listened to this dude talk. It was the coolest experience.
He says, "Listen to this dude talk," but 50% of that conversation was
It was
talk.
me. It was me.
A solid 50.
Jeff is the
70%,
producer
you
is
think?
correcting it to 70%.
Oh,
He's going to bring up stats. We have now took on.
Go ahead. Go
I've
ahead.
been
Taken?
drinking. No. Jeff
It's
has,
because we almost hit all those deers last night.
we're not getting into that, dear. We have now adopted the Major League Baseball analytics program, so Jeff will be putting up a lot of analytics throughout this program.
Let me find the card inside my hat then
Yeah.
so I can get in the right position.
Nope, you're a pitcher.
on
You
the
can't
field
do
here.
that. No
The
sports.
two people that listen to of the two people that listen to us, one of their distant relatives knows the baseball reference we're making
Oh,
right
yeah?
now.
Nice.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And hilarious.
That's real statistics.
yeah.
Stats. Keeping them honest. No, but yeah, I did. Going back, Doubting Thomas was probably the highlight of my day. Meeting that person and hearing the story and understanding it's a true story. It's actually based on a lot of personal facts about a friend of his. I thought was one of the coolest aspects of today. So I was definitely happy to take that away. It was fun. What?
I can do that here because this is with you guys.
Oh, yeah, because it's just with us.
Yeah.
Because you know what? We're not famous.
We're not famous.
We're not famous.
Exactly. I can be as comfortable as I want.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was cool. I really enjoyed day one. With some interesting what was the movie that we talked about with the kid? They could be The Company You Keep. Sorry. Well, The Company You Keep, 8 minutes about a murder, interviewing a person that was involved in it was one of the coolest things. Interesting experience. I'm looking forward to the movie, though. Tomorrow's all about movies. So,
Well, we got a press junket tomorrow, too. We got to do some interviews. You're like, nah, I'm out.
no,
I'm out.
I did my one.
I did my own.
You did your 2.
Yeah.
1.5?
Mm.
He did the one he wanted and
I
then
did.
an extra.
Oh. He went that extra
Jeez.
mile for
Yeah.
Project Nerd.
I
You
did.
did. Oh,
I did.
Man.
I felt like I asked the hard questions.
You did.
I did.
The hardest. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, it's definitely helped you take your steps into filmmaking on your own so you can make this
Absolutely.
movie. What's the movie going to be called about this young female adolescent?
Going through
A young adolescent, obviously,
all the
I feel
redundant.
like, it's just
I'm
it's
so
just about me.
fascinated about.
It's about me.
It's
It's
about
my
you.
story.
Your story.
It's my story.
As a female adolescent.
It's both a
How was your
documentary
transition?
and also a perspective
Oh
that
my
I feel like
God.
everybody should see. Told by me.
A story for the ages.
But you also know I'm acting in it as well. Like I'm the star.
Masterpiece already.
I mean, it's perfect.
You're going to win,
Ugh.
for this movie alone, you're going to win the EGOT. You're going to win all 4 awards.
I better have a chain on the next episode.
The big chain, the
Big
EGOT chain.
'Cause-
You got to get a hold of Tracy Jordan for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just it's going to be an inspiring movie for all women. I guess.
What's it
already
called?
inspiring me.
It's my story.
That's what it's called,
Yeah,
My
it's
Story?
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's the what story? Nope,
No.
not going to say that on the microphone.
No,
Not going to say it on the microphone.
it's already
Not
bad
gonna
enough
say
that
that
people are
either.
like, I think he's actually.
We'll
being
make that the
serious.
title of the
He's
episode.
not, guys. He's
But-
not being serious.
No, but that's one of the like.
So a cool thing,
God.
we're making that joke, but a cool thing is every year at Tallgrass there's a theme. And this theme's been, I don't want to say it's hidden, but it's not as prevalent as some in the past because they had a Western theme one year. So all the decor was Western and everything. So it's pretty obvious.
Right.
This theme was more women filmmakers. Many of the movies are women filmmakers outside of documentaries. Documentaries at Tallgrass always kind of run separate. They just have a bunch of documentaries because they love documentaries here too. And as the ones we've talked to already talked about how great they get treated at this one. But the actual narrative movies typically have a theme. And yeah, it's a number of them are from women filmmakers. A number of them are taking that woman perspective from the front. And it's pretty good. The one I saw today, Sadie, was just mind-blowing. I gave it a 5 out of 5 on the voter ballot that I had because it is up for the Stubbornly Independent Award at the end of the weekend. And Pam Grier being one of those women, like amazing women in film.
Yes.
And like I said, she was here getting an award too. And they showed, I think, 2 of her movies. They showed
Jackie Brown.
They showed
right?
Jackie
Yep.
Brown
Oh,
for
for
sure. I
sure.
can't remember what the other one is. If Bob was here, he would be shouting it to us
Absolutely.
right now because I think he saw both yesterday.
Oh, wow.
He got here early enough to make sure he got all that. So he's already written the review for whatever other movie he saw yesterday too.
Jeez. That makes
When
on
we get
top of
back
it.
to the hotel and see him again, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, all 8 of my reviews are already written, and I'm about to go watch 3 movies at once somehow." That's what Bob will do. That's how Bob rolls.
Wow, Bob.
Shout
Shout
out.
out to Bob.
So what was
Yeah, for
what was your favorite moments? Like, not a favorite interview because I'm sure all the interviews were great and all our children are equal and beautiful, but your favorite moment in like one of those interviews? Was there just something that you got told that was just, I'd never expected to hear that and that was amazing, or was there something that they just
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes. When I said that it was myself over there, and it was
Where were you sitting again?
over there.
Okay.
Savannah and Sky were sitting here, and I was asking them a question, and I said something about the breeding grounds of magnificence, and Savannah thought that was amazing. She was like, "Wow, I really like that line." Breeding ground.
And they called that the title of their
Yeah,
like
of their collaborative, like they would I don't think they were serious, but they
Oh,
were,
they were going to name their
their next
They're like, can you-
collaborative project. Yeah.
when they show up tomorrow with a contract for you to sign, like,
Yes.
can you sign off on that we can use this now? That's when you know they're serious.
Only if you put me in the film.
Only if, okay. Kerry, what about for you?
This whole experience to me was the best part. Being able to see a platform like this for the people that we actually got a chance to meet, talk to, hear their stories, I think was all the best part. Without a film festival like Tallgrass, we wouldn't be here. So I think that's what was cool, is how this event is produced.
I love it when you point out the obvious.
Is it? Is it obvious?
Well, we wouldn't be here in Wichita this weekend if there wasn't the film festival.
Believe me,
that's-
I've had 3 hours of sleep.
I get what you're saying.
So-
I just wanted to give you a hard time for it.
I get that, but yeah, no, obviously, I think it'll show in the interviews we conducted, and my specifically with interviewing Will from Doubting Thomas, obviously was my favorite part, and it shows. But being able to have the opportunity to do this is really cool.
Well, you mentioned, that's a good point. When you see the interviews, you'll see the passion in it from these two. Have been great. I'm so glad y'all both joined us this weekend. Yeah, it's all on 3 hours of sleep. We got back in the hotel like close to 4 a.m. The alarm started going off at 7 a.m. Kerry started shouting downstairs to us at 7 a.m. about our alarms and how much he hates us.
I was really hoping that Mia would eventually sneeze at some point during this interview so you can realize that I thought a child had died in our hotel room at some point. So, yes, I did wake up a little confused, to say the least.
Or the other highlight of the morning was we're all at breakfast and Jeff gets out of the shower. Nobody's in the hotel room, so Jeff's just circling the building we're in, eating breakfast. Like, what building again is that? What he's on the phone?
Can I ask a serious question though about okay, so I hope everybody has done like a communal trip with multiple people. Okay, who brings toiletries and then doesn't share them with anybody else?
I don't share them.
You don't bring up, like, if you have communal shampoo, you don't
I do leave that. I leave them in the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not at a gym. Like, you're not bringing, like, a little toiletries bag and taking it back out.
No, I have a Tupperware bin.
Okay. I've never seen, like, people not. I go. How do you not, like, just keep your, like, shampoo in there at least?
Why are you
get,
so?
like, soap.
So here's the counter question.
Yes.
Why are you so worried about somebody's shampoo staying in the shower?
Because I didn't bring it.
Because you didn't bring it. Because you didn't bring it.
Hey,
This is hair. This is hair.
They've not seen me without a hat yet until Jeff blasts every bald spot photo.
Well, he just took them. I'm the one who's going to post the
Oh my
behind-the-scenes
god,
photos.
dude, he's got like every angle. I thought I had shaved my head perfectly until I saw all of his high-definition photos.
You're like, did I miss a spot? Well, you'll find out when Jeff's photos get
Correct.
released.
Yeah, that's what it looks like without a hat. But yeah, that was very interesting. I'm very thankful that we have.
That's why I chose to shave my head after we got here, so that everybody knows I choose to shave my head. I'm like, if I show up with the shaved head, everybody.
Dude, you went like interview without the hat again. Like, that's respect.
I took the glasses off. I took the hat.
You
I
went,
take the
like-
glasses off because the lights are like reflecting in my eye, and I'm like, I can't see.
You had, I think, one of the greatest interviews of the day.
I mean,
For sure.
It's because I'm just that good. No, you both get up and walk out like you're done. We're done. We're leaving.
You do
We're taking
one
your car
interview.
too.
We've
We're
been here
taking
for
your
4
car too.
hours. You did one interview.
I watched a movie too, and I'll write that review, and it'll be worse than any of Bob's reviews.
You watched a movie?
I'll
watched
take that.
watched a movie.
You watched?
Watched.
That must have been-
Water.
Please tell us how difficult it was to do that, to tackle the
So,
idea of sitting in a chair watching.
I
a
had
movie.
to. So first, I went to go, and I'm like, I want to sit in this aisle, but there was an old lady at the end of the aisle, so I had to calculate how do I get around to the other side of this aisle so I can sit down. And then I sat down in a chair, and it was really
Are we
uncomfortable.
doing anything productive right now?
Yeah, we're recording. I'm Not Famous.
Yeah, this is what it is.
Look, nobody's going to watch this anyways. It's I'm Not Famous. So we might as well just talk about whatever. Anyway, so I sit down in the chair, and it's super uncomfortable. So I get up, and I sit down in the next chair next to it. And so at this point, the old woman right there and then the old guy behind me is probably like, why is this guy just sitting down in chairs and moving down the aisle? And it took me about 3 chairs before I realized all of them are going to be uncomfortable because this building is ancient and beautiful and everything like that. But with all those things comes the original chairs, and they're not comfortable anymore. Not
No?
after 60, 70, I don't know how old this building is, but we're making up numbers. Not after 274 years, you know. That's the original chairs in there from almost 300 years ago.
Well, they're made out of concrete.
Right. They were
just straight out of limestone.
the Native Americans of Colorado. They molded them and then they built this building around them.
Yes.
Colorado, huh?
Of Colorado.
Of Colorado.
Oh, we're in Wichita. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It would have been
Of
even
Colorado,
better,
guys.
It would have been even better because Wichita is totally. I just had to say the Wichita, and it's okay. Yeah. I mean, where does that word come from? But no, I had to go Colorado. We're not even in Colorado right now. All right, so I'm out, guys. I will be back after I take a nap.
Kick rocks. But yeah, what are we talking about? You want to keep
Like
it serious.
I said.
You want to keep it serious.
You
Like
just
I
said
said.
we weren't being productive.
Oh,
Not discussing anything productive.
no.
So me
How
watching
about
a
you
movie
interview
is
us?
not important?
What questions do you want to ask us as the amazing, talented talent, I guess, of this entire network of stars?
Wait, we're an entire network of stars?
I don't know. I mean, she makes up words and they sound great. I try. It doesn't work out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she makes up something, and the filmmaker's like, oh, can we borrow that? Carrie says something, we're like, what was that?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry.
Deers?
I use plural forms of words.
There's about 10 brown bear in that other room, and we almost hit 3 deers on the way here.
We could have hit multiple deers. Yes. Not deer.
No, we only saw one dead
Deer.
deer on the side of the road.
There was one deer, yes. So I said deer. And then I said there could be more deers. And you all started laughing at me.
It's not deer.
I don't think it is. I think it's
Will you
deers.
sing the bare
Deer.
necessities for us, by the way?
I'm saving that for my my duet.
With
With who?
Oh, you know who it is.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I just want to say a big shout out to my boy Will.
Oh.
Is that the
I'm sorry,
filmmaker
Will.
from?
Yes,
It
it
is.
is. I'm sorry, Will.
Was it? It's going to be amazing. I have to practice. I will do it in the shower
Did you
with
guys
no
you're
shampoo.
planning karaoke already?
I didn't get that far. I
Okay.
didn't want to come on too
He-
strong. I did not want to come on too strong.
He put forth a restraining order before I was able to ask that
I
question.
see. There you go.
Yeah, I came on too strong.
about
I
right.
tried. I think it shows in the interview. I think I restrained myself pretty good.
Are you like?
I'm telling you, I might as well have been like sitting
his toes are
crisscross
Well, no, 'cause
applesauce,
he's
as I
sitting-
was told last time.
Because it is Carrie. He's got his legs way up here. It's the only time I get to make fun of somebody shorter than me. It's the only time I get to do
Only
it.
time.
Only
I
time.
think they even see me stand up. They don't know how short I am. Perspective.
They haven't seen my head
Exactly.
below that, and they haven't seen me stand up.
Don't let that veil come down. You know, like I don't want to like.
No, you want the veil down.
Either
is
way,
it?
it's pretty clear I'm taller than both of you. So
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, you are wearing heels though.
Yeah,
You know.
cheated. Okay,
I don't
cut
get to
you
wear
off
heels.
from whatever you were talking about.
What was I talking about?
I don't remember either. Oh, you were
Oh,
going to do a duet of the bare necessities
Absolutely.
with Will.
Yeah. I mean, we're on first name basis.
Basis.
Yeah. I think he called me Jesse at one point, but I went with it.
Is that real, or you just teasing
No,
right now?
that was.
It was real.
Yeah, I think he called me.
This makes that story that much better.
yes.
But I
for
did
sure.
I did introduce myself, and he met a
Carrie.
bunch of people, and he didn't get it. I made sure to correct him.
I love how you're like, I
get
completely
it.
understand. He's an
Yeah.
important guy. He met a lot of people. Somebody that you weren't as excited for, he calls you the wrong name. I don't know why they can't get this. Like, we're in here in a room together.
Listen.
We're doing this for them, and they can't just
Yeah.
remember my name. But Will, it's okay. It's cool. It's okay that
yeah,
he did that.
hey, you know,
Exceptions to the rules.
he's a good dude. Yeah, no, I will not sing Bare Necessities.
I'm
Without
disappointed.
Well, I know the lyrics, and nobody else does.
Dude,
So-
you did not sing the right lyrics.
I did.
No, you did not.
It might have had deers in there as well, and you corrected me
no,
on that.
there's no.
I mean, I'm just saying. I believe our audience is going to prove me right. So,
Are
I-
they?
yeah.
They're gonna side with you.
Well, they are
Yeah.
because it's his brother and his mother that watch this. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's
I
it.
do have a talented network of people that only want to see my face. No, nobody's going to pay attention to my face at all.
They're gonna be like, wait, Carrie was in that episode?
Yeah.
Wait, Iggy was in that episode?
But it also
Oh,
is
boy.
Jeff like editing this, so I kind of feel like the sneaky Jesus over there is going to cut me out of everything. So it's okay.
We're gonna take that billboard of Sneaky Jesus and put it over your face.
Whoa.
Superimpose it.
We're not saying what it is. Could be anything.
I didn't allude to what it is. I gave a clue. So, could it be a picture on something? Did we make a billboard of
Yeah.
it? Did we? What happened? What
I
happened?
just feel like that's what's going to be trending after this whole thing.
Hashtag Sneaky Jesus.
Hashtag sneaky Jesus.
That's the name of this episode.
Oh boy.
Yes. Episode 1, Sneaky Jesus.
Where are we on time? Oh, so we
Cool.
got to fill at least 2 more minutes.
Yeah,
guys.
no, we got to get
We
serious,
gotta-
though. Mia, I have taken over your entire time.
Yes, you have.
as a person, how would you define your experience today? No,
You know that GIF, that one with that
I'm sorry,
basketball player.
That GIF?
Yes.
Would you?
Okay.
That GIF.
Woo!
What do you say? Yeah, I say GIF because it's graphic.
It's GIF.
Yeah.
The person who
exactly.
made the file format calls
know
it a
what?
GIF.
Okay, so
Yes.
like I was saying, you know that one basketball player who's getting interviewed, and then they ask him that one question, and he's like, and walks off. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling specifically right now.
Nice.
Specifically right
You
now.
don't like us anymore?
Huh? No, I love you guys.
You can be honest about Kerry.
Yeah.
He can't hear you on the microphone.
Oh, he can't.
No, he can't. Okay.
The little ASMR right there.
We're going to release that as an ASMR video.
I have legitimately been having a really, really good time, and I'm super excited. Once you get the first couple of interviews out of the way, you get more comfortable, but there's still that whole, am I asking the right questions? Am I asking intelligent enough questions, or ones that will really make them think or make them feel engaged or cared about? Like, not, I try to shoot, like I have that 10 basic questions list, and I've referred to it a couple of times in a couple of instances, but I still want for them to feel like their investment is being put back into them.
Absolutely.
For a limited time only, if you go to projectnerd.com/TFF, you can download the PDF of those 10 basic interview questions. And if you like those, you can buy Mia's book about interviewing for only $19.99.
The penmanship, I have to say, is worth whatever amount of money you want to spend.
Oh, I was giving it away for free. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
I didn't consult with you before I just gave that away
didn't.
for free.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm legitimately upset because why wouldn't you consult me with that? What?
We'll edit that out. I turned to the camera and I
Yes.
said, "You'll see my mouth go free," but then it's that weird, awkward voiceover that goes $19.99 over the top of it.
4 payments of $19.99.
4 payments of $19.99.
We want to
but
hook
if you order
for
now, you get 2
subscribers.
bonus questions.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
you
We've only
guys.
given away the basic.
I mean,
There's also the advanced interview questions.
there are, and you guys think they're joking, but I legit have the movies listed, and then who's attending, and then I have 4 line spaces between to insert different
How
questions.
dare you? I did the same thing.
The people who know us are like, no, we believe her because
Yeah.
every interview we've seen them do without you,
Yeah, we don't
clearly
have
they have
questions.
not prepped for questions.
No. I was halfway through some of the interviews like, I don't know what this movie's about. I really hope they tell me because I really don't know.
You were like, man, I wonder what Will's doing right now.
Will,
Listen.
once again, I apologize on behalf of. So sorry.
Anyway, so we'll finish with this, right? What are you guys looking forward to in day 2?
Watching some of the movies that I've been really excited about. Specifically, I didn't get to interview them, but maybe we'll get the chance tomorrow. But A Thousand Girls Like Me.
What's that about?
Wow, on the spot, dude.
Wow.
On the
I
spot.
mean, you're the one that said you did the prep work.
It's
Do we need to consult your
it's
notepad?
about a Middle Eastern woman who has children from her father and is getting persecuted for it, even though she's trying to get him to go to jail.
Is it a documentary or
It
is
is
it?
a documentary.
Oh wow! So this is real.
Yeah, and that
Yes.
stuff happens over there. It's crap, and I think it kind of goes like we were talking about with the theme of it too. So it's good to get that stuff out there.
Yeah.
And for festivals that are on there with that.
Yeah, they don't pack a punch.
Now
These
I can't-
documentaries are not.
Now I can't say
Simple
what I was looking forward
documentaries.
to. She gets all deep on that.
Yeah.
What were you looking forward to, Iggy?
No.
There's that Malwolf documentary coming out. That
No,
Malwolf
we're gonna edit it
documentary.
around, and we're all gonna go first.
Oh, we're gonna go
Yeah.
first, and then it goes back to Mia with
Yeah.
the. Oh, okay, then you top this. It's okay if it's in that order because we
Right.
built up. But no, it's she gets super serious, super real, super something that people probably need to see, and then I'm over here like that Malwolf documentary.
Is that a real word?
Meowwolf.
Oh, boy.
What about? Let's get this tension off me. What about you, Kerry? What movie do you want to see tomorrow?
Yeah, Carrie. What is it? What is it you want to see?
I feel
you
like
gotta
the
tell us what you
audience
want to see.
already knows the answer.
Of course.
Oh, is Will's movie show tomorrow?
It will be
It
show
is.
tomorrow.
At what
It is.
time?
I believe I have a front row seat.
This is gonna be a reserve. There's gonna be tape. It's gonna
I
be.
really wanna
It's
see
gonna be
that one
duct
too,
tape.
though.
I really do. I
really do.
obviously, on a serious note, like the if you watch the trailer, and I really hope everybody does. I think not only what the interview conveyed, but also what the trailer conveys is an interesting take.
Doubting Thomas. by the
Doubting
way.
Thomas. It takes on a
They're like,
topic
what
that we've
trailer?
done. No, it's out there. I promise.
But they
It
were, because
is.
I'm saying that you didn't give the title. We're just talking about
Oh.
wheels. So they're
Well, I
probably
mean, I
like, what
figured it was gonna
trailer
be
is he
like-
talking
I
about?
figure it's gonna be running the entire time on this.
Oh,
video.
on the bottom, it's gonna be
Like, sponsored by
flashing.
Downey Thomas.
It's like
recording.
No, it's gonna be like right here. It's gonna be in this area. It's just
Right.
a picture of me and Will the entire time.
Did you take the post picture afterwards with your you guys standing
No,
next
I
to each
wanted
other?
to, but I didn't
No.
want.
Do
See, I
it,
told
dude.
you I didn't come out too
I totally,
aggressive.
which he's a good friend of mine now, and he supports Project Nerd, Mark Cavino. And we showed
Yeah.
up the one year, and I'm like, wait, Mark Cavino, who did a band called Death, is here? And I totally fanboyed out like you, because I
Okay.
already owned the movie at that point. By the time
Nice.
it was showing in the film festival, and I was asking a question. I was like, dude, I need to take a photo with you. And then luckily, we became Facebook friends,
Yeah.
and then I felt less awkward about it. I'm like,
Good.
oh, thanks for sending me a friend request. You probably just want to do it because I already tagged you in my profile picture.
Yeah, I think that and probably the special guest, possibly from Parks and Recreation, might be joining.
So is it possibly the special guest from Parks and Recreation, or is it the special guest that might be from Parks and Recreation? Because the way you worded that, it sounds like
a
you got.
guest who stars in Parks and Recreation may be interviewed here.
I didn't know,
Well,
like.
that's so professional. That's what I said.
All right, we're closing.
That's
From
what I
Tallgrass Film Festival, we need to get to the lounge. We need to
Yes.
hang
Need
out.
alcohol.
Yes.
We need to have a good
I
time.
mean, I need alcohol.
Please.
As part of this, we may do another episode from here. So if you see another episode with this setting, obviously it's from Tallgrass Film Festival. If you don't, the future episodes will be from edit venue here. Okay. All right.
I'll be
With
wearing
that-
the same purple shirt just for continuity's sake.
With that, that's it. No, that's the only shirt he owns. So with that, okay, I just tested this time because I said
yeah.
with that 3 times and then something else came out. So with that one, we're closing out for another episode of I'm Not Famous. From Mia, Kerry, and myself, Iggy. We'll catch you next time.
Credits.
Still offering to the drum machine. You put another face on my heart. Start singing the screaming color.
Do you need your silence?
Okay, that part's going post credits. That part's going post credits, all right.
Orion, don't edit it out, okay? That was really great.
No, we need it to, I say, you need your silence, then it drops to the black, like, outro, and then it comes back to Kerry going,
Just coughing out his lung for no reason.
Are you okay?
this is why you subscribe to our Patreon next year, because this is the B-roll footage you get.
B-roll footage.
The ice symbol repeated.